Some energy, all right. Okay, so now people on the first row, since you're all VIPs, you get the sofa. But for the next 35, 40 minutes, forget your VIPs. Please sit at any table at random. Please sit at any table at random. Dheeraj bhaiya, where is Dheeraj gone? आप जाओ मत, आप यहाँ पर आओ. आपके लिए कुछ खास करना है मुझे. Any company with about 5,000 people and less, please raise your hand. With about 5,000 people. One, no, stand up. All those companies with 5,000 people. Three, yeah, how many more? Can you take this table, please, with Dheeraj? Yeah, please take this table with Dheeraj. Right, Dheeraj, sit down. So you have your TG here. Right, sir, please. Now, this is what's going to happen. First is turn your chairs inside so that you can look at each other. These are some ground rules. Please turn the chairs inside so that you can look at each other. Move internally with each other. The boys from my team, Mr. Sokia from my team, please distribute those cards and give me one card. Please give me one card and distribute the cards. All right. So Ashish, realign. Ma'am, please realign. Not with Ashish, I promise you. Yeah. Why don't you two realign to this table? It'll be very easy if you realign to another table. This table is, come to this table, the two of you. Okay. All right. Could you allow me to conduct the session? Please allow me to conduct the session. Now you have a trigger in your hand. You see the triggers? If you don't have it, please stand up. My boys will come and give it to you. The trigger. You have a trigger. Why are you alone? Sir, why are you alone? Find a chair. Find a table. Yeah, find somebody whom you like, if not love. Yeah. No, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. All right. All set? All set. Put your phones away. For God's sake, you've come for a conference now. Don't get married to your phones. All right, you have everything with you, triggers. Read the triggers. Please read the triggers. Once you finish reading the triggers, that is Kavita. Kavita, you can sit anywhere you like. It's your conference. The two ladies, can you realign? Yeah, can you realign in the front? I don't like... And then there's a topic Asif has given you. You know, there's a topic he's given you. You have triggers and you have the topic. All right? I'm giving you about 20 minutes to talk to each other about the triggers and the topic. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you 20 minutes to talk about the triggers and the topic. You are ready? Your time starts now. Make notes. Stop, 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 stop. Turn your chairs. Look at me. The more you look at me, the better I look. Yeah? So look at me. Now there is a team with the mics in their hand, including this young man who's been of great help. If you applaud for him, he'll be motivated. For this, come here. They're applauding for you, for your hard work. All right. Great. And thank you for helping us. So there are three people, my colleagues and he. They'll give you mics. Triggers. And it's a great way for anything to happen. So what happened? Hello, ladies. I love you, but look at me. Hello. All right. What happened? I mean, was there a natural leader that emerged in the group? Was there a natural leader that emerged? Yeah? Are you sure?
Yes.
Why? How?
I think it starts from the point that they were actually paying attention. They were involved. And then theirs was the first voice.
That was the first voice.
Yeah. But it wasn't me on the table. It was someone
No,
else.
I know you're innocent. And I don't doubt that. Okay? Somebody else said yes, and one more female voice said, yes, I thought so. The mic to this lovely lady here. The mic. Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So, Yes, I am agree with the first voice and the engagement towards the team. And I found a leader, two, three leader we already found.
You found 3 leaders.
Yes.
You must be the most blessed person on this earth. I'm still looking for a leader.
Actually, we found, I don't know, they can,
So who are the 3 people according to you who are very vociferous?
this one,
Gentleman
this
here?
person, and I must say I also do some input.
Ooh. All right. All right. Okay, I want one more reaction.
Thank you.
On natural leader. One more reaction on natural leader. Who is it? Somebody, you found a natural leader in the group. There was who's going to comment? Come on, can I see? All right, the gentleman there.
Yeah, the topic which you chosen was the love. So
No, I
everybody
never
wanted
chose
to be
love.
No.
I
Does
never
love-
chose love.
No, and the love word
my
came.
job
Everybody wanted to become a leader for that word. On the lighter
Valentine ho
moment.
gaya yaar. Kal,
Yes,
it is
yes,
over yesterday.
Yes, there is a natural leader.
Now, love is natural. Okay, somebody this side, put your hand up. Natural leader, the gentleman here. You are gregariously smiling. Oh my God. Camera should catch your face, not mine. The cameraman is a very bad
In our
cameraman.
group also, I mean, we started a topic on this, and there were
Zoom.
this gentleman took the lead, and another gentleman.
But when
and
you
then
say
slowly-
gentleman, there are just 7 people you didn't even know, don't even know names.
oh, we didn't
And you're
really-
talking of natural leadership. You don't even know names. And that's the reality in the organization. I mean, how many of us as managers, as bosses, we actually are seriously committed to investing in people? How many of us? Raise your hand. You are seriously committed to investing in people. Raise your hand. You know their names, you know their birthdays, and you know everything. All right. Now, here is an example. By evolution, leaders emerge. By evolution. By evolution, there is natural leadership. By evolution, leader is somebody with whom you go where you cannot go alone. A leader is somebody with whom you go where you cannot go alone. It's the law of nature, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Leadership is evolutionary. Nobody is born, but you evolve as a leader. So now let me twist the subject a little more. When I gave you triggers, some of you came up and said, oh my God, so many triggers. But these are realities of your organization, yeah? These are insights. Agreed, disagreed? I make some noise. Absolutely. So why does love at work work? Of course it does. Wherever there are humans, there'll be love. Wherever there are humans, there'll be love. But the question is, the place is wrong. If you choose the right place, the chances are that love might fructify into a relationship. At work, when it fructifies into a relationship, no work can happen. No work can happen. Now be very honest to tell me. Look at me, all of you. How many of you have had instances in your organization where people have fallen in love, you know they are in love, and work is affected? Put your hands right up. Right up. Right up. All right, here you go. What do you do? No, I know, sir. Give the mic quickly. Quickly.
Dr. Bhatia, this is Bradley from Sri Lanka. We had a different perspective raised in this table. We looked at romance as what you are referring to. We looked at love as a concept. Empathy, care. If there is an organization where there is love in terms of empathy and care, it will work. That's what came out in this table. We didn't look at love as love.
I love the Buddhism concept. I'm a Buddhist myself. I love the Buddhism concept, but I want you to know.
That's romance.
No, I'm not talking about the Buddhism concept. See, I said Buddhism, he said romance. He talked of empathy, it's Buddhism. You talk of comfort, it's Buddhism. You talk of support and mentorship, it's Buddhism. You talk of reiterating with the team, it's Buddhism. The Buddha gave. He never received. He gave. He gave. And therefore, one group asked me, why do you have a topic like love at work works and why do you have romance? There is pure love for work. There's pure love for work. If you love your work, the work loves you back, let me tell you. 74% of productivity declines because people don't understand what to love at work. 74%. And this is what I'm here marking today. When, if at all you all want to come back next year, I'll be more confident to present to you in a research that I'm embarking upon. I will launch it in the first week of April. My sample size will be about 15,000 companies. And I'm going to cover certain aspects in those companies in Asia, GCC and India, where I am going to present to you 1 year in advance. By December, I'll come up with the results to tell you what are the greatest companies that I have known. And in February, I'm going to call 600 people in this hall who will be actually presented with that research out of 15,000 companies. The impact of what we are doing today is going to affect the future of our organizations. If we have decided that we want a company where leadership is transformational, where leaders transform, we will build a team where the team transforms. But if we have decided that we do not want it, look at the point which I have made to you. How many of you, why didn't you tell me the most important thing in the trigger is leaders sacrifice to produce other leaders? Isn't that the reality? Somebody there in red shirt wants to speak. Yeah, I don't know if that orange shirt wants to speak, but the red shirt, I did see him. Yes.
In our group, sir, we have taken this as the most important point. Leaders sacrifice to produce other leaders, because the company that wants to have a sustainable growth must have clear vision, and that vision should be transcending through the organization, through organizational culture, and leaders should take the onus that the succession planning is done in the right way and right persons are evolved to take his ideas into the future.
All right, stay put. Stay put. How many of you think you are leaders? Put your hands up. No, I've just asked an innocent question. How many of you think many hands are not going up? How many of you think whose hands are up you sacrifice for your team? Okay, let me applaud for all those who have sacrificed. Come on. Little generous applaud for people who have sacrificed. The key point is, when leaders sacrifice, they don't talk about it. They do it very silently.
Yes, sir.
They do not talk about it, I promise you. They do it very silently. Look at all the classic leaders that have been present over a period of time. Their iconization has happened only after either they are dead or after they become, the greatest supremos. And then people have realized, hey, my boss is a great leader. And I think what my boss has done for me is something called I should be grateful for, gratitude for. The moment a team expresses gratitude or an individual expresses gratitude in an organization, that organization prospers. Think about it. How many of you have people who you mentor and they have come back and told you, here's my teacher. I can tell you she was terrible as a teacher because she used to throw projects at us. If she didn't like something, she would throw it. And she says, get out of my room. I don't like it. That discipline, when incorporated today, unfortunately, Professor Bhushan is not here. He's in heaven. But he was one leader who would tell you, it has to be done that way, because he held your hand and he explained to you how to do it, and you were able to do it, and therefore he produced more leaders. So when leaders produce more leaders, the root of that is a word called sacrifice. Reflect. How many of you are lucky to have bosses who have nurtured you? Bosses who have nurtured you, great. How many of you are still in touch with bosses who have nurtured you? How many of you write a note of gratitude to people who have nurtured you? Now that is the softer element of leadership and a very important element of leadership. How many of you write letters to your subordinates, to your team, telling them, encouraging them, or explaining to them when they are failing? You write letters. Handwritten letters, has anybody done? Try a handwritten letter. No. Try a handwritten letter and give it to. Email is a record. People are insecure of records. I write personal notes. So if I'm angry, I have an emoji on a card which is red and which I write to them. No, emojis are easy to print. And I write to them, dear so and so, I am angry because I was hoping you would have learned these things by now. After 3 years, I realized that you do not wish to learn, and therefore, this is my last note to you. And if I do not see any changes, I am sorry. I will have to do something about it. Personal note. But I want you to know that if you make these changes, and this is how I ended, if you make these changes, I promise you, I will see somebody who is my shadow, who can actually take over from me and grow. I had transformed that person. I had actually transformed that person. So great leaders don't look at the insecurities. They create secure moments. They create secure moments. So look at emotions. You know, you're talking of artificial intelligence, you're talking about emotional intelligence, and you're talking of natural intelligence. All three elements. The key question is, what kind of intelligence are you dealing with in an organization? Currently? Natural? Yes, no. Natural, all right. Are you dealing with intelligence to do with emotion? To unemotional people? So when you have an unemotional, unattached person, what do? You have an unemotional, unattached person. What are you going to do?
I have least expectations from these kind of people.
So, remember one thing. You said I have least expectation. Look here. You are walking this side. Your assistant is coming from that side. Your assistant looks at you, says to you, good morning. And you reply back, morning. Has it happened? Has it happened? Yes, no. Yes. No, yes. It's never happened. Wow, you are the luckiest and the most blessed person. You are? Yeah. So it's what happens if it happens?
I'll give it time.
You'll give it time.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you give it time?
Because I think that's the only way to go about it.
That's the only way to go about it.
Yeah, because do you want to interrupt the person?
Amazing. Which company do you work for?
I am with Executive Access.
Executive Access. All right, great. So you'll give it time.
Absolutely.
Great. What a wonderful person you are. I'm going to applaud for you, yeah. I'm going to applaud for you. All right. Dheeraj, what would you do?
Yeah, so I think with me also, I have explained my, dissatisfaction, right? But it has never come in the voice and tone. It hardly comes.
Why is that? You're a good person, that's why, or?
No, I don't think so. I think like, how will this person consume, right? Everybody have different appetite, right? Might be I am not able to understand his appetite right now.
You don't understand the appetite.
Yeah, let me, understand that and then deliver.
So you have indigestion till such time that you understand it.
Yes.
What an amazing person. I'm going to applaud for you, Dheeraj. Saurabh, what would you do? You run a large team.
So if there's an unemotional person, we try to identify what motivates the person. It might not be emotion, but might be maybe monetary, maybe growth. Something will appeal to everyone and align accordingly and also set goals accordingly.
Wow, amazing. Any woman has any other thought? I want to see you. The mic, please. Hurry up. Asif is going to... Have I 5 minutes? All right, Asif, I promise you.
Well, I believe every human being has some amount of emotions that what makes us human, right?
Right.
So maybe the intensity is different. You don't
Right.
have to trigger the person to be emotional, but definitely you can transform their thought to be cordial towards you. If they are being very cold, you can still try to be
Right.
cordial and you can improve the relationship.
Let me touch upon a sensitive subject, politics at work. The emergence of PhDs, pull him down, pull her down, pull him down, pull her down, pull him down, pull her down. How many of you have PhDs in your company? I'm closing my eyes, be honest, put your hands up. No, right up, right up. I'm going to ask you questions. Yeah, ma'am, can I give you the mic? What do you do with people who say pull him down, pull her down? What do you do?
I've never understood politics personally.
Oh my God, I love you so much. I promise you. What's your name?
Divya.
Divya, you're divine, man. And I join you in that divinity process.
No, I'm serious, not because of the forum, but I'm really serious.
And
I've
where do you
never
work?
understood. I work for Hitachi Payments.
And you must be supremely happy in life because you don't understand it.
I don't understand that why do people have to do that? I don't have people around me. That's not true. I have a lot of people around me who play politics, and my only answer to them is probably ignoring them. I'm like, karma is watching you probably.
Garima, please accept it. You know, I'm bowing down before you. Give this to me. I want one more answer to this trigger. You're smiling so beautifully, man. Yeah, tell me.
I would say that in organizations, it's not necessary that you play politics.
Oh, couldn't that? What's your name?
You should know politics. It's not necessary that you play.
No, don't play it. You don't have
know,
to.
But you should know it.
Okay, let me respond.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Sheetal.
Okay, let me respond to this. Sheetal, I want you to know I have a very strong opinion about this. When you're extremely competent, you're damn competent. You're damn competent and you don't care. Because your competence will take you where you want to go. You know? And I can give you one great example. I hope nobody's recording this, but Dheeraj Bhaiya, I wanted to tell you, Saurabh Bhaiya, I wanted to tell you this. This year has been my worst year, my worst World HRD Congress. Why? Because I've had two institutions. I won't take their name. One is running a conference on Monday in this hotel, and another one is running a conference in the Grand Hyatt after 2 days. And both of them decided, this time we will beat him hard. And we'll give everything free. So they're giving everything free in Mumbai. And this is my Mumbai, man. I don't know where Sanjay is. This is my bloody Mumbai. And in Mumbai, we have very, very bad habit. Anything that comes free, we want double of it. So what they did, all right, the boss wants to go free. They said, we'll give the assistant to come free. The assistant wants to go free. We will give one more person free. So it is free, free, and free. I said, okay, kill me. So I changed my strategy. You want to give it free? I went to 20 good people like you, and I said, or good people like you, ma'am, I said, can you ask 50 of your best people to come for my program and experience it? You obliged, you obliged, you obliged. So we got 50 from each one of you, 150 people who just matter to your business. I am important for my business, man. You are important for your business. So you think you're going to pull the rug below my feet by doing what you're doing? Go ahead and do it. So I'm going to respond to you, ma'am. When you're extremely competent, there is no way politics can affect you. I can promise you that. Because you're damn competent in what you're doing. And when you stand up to perform, there is no way anyone can pull the rug below your feet. Because you have delivered what you wanted. Remember, in the best of the times, the worst things happen. In the worst of the times, the best things happen. And therefore, nobody has a right to stand up and make a judgment in your time. And when people stand and make a judgment in your time, they must be the biggest rascals of this world. So when I meet a rascal, I have only one thing to do, I just smile. You know, I have a smile, I have a standard smile which I put up. Because I know I'm never going to win you, and I don't want to win you, but my competence will win me. So I decided to redo the whole World HRD next year. I said, I'm not going to invite. I'm going to do research, hardcore research. And my research will be vetted by veterans. And those 25 veterans are veterans in the field. And my research will come up with 9 criteria points. And based on those 9 points, I will come back with dignity to this hotel and present out of 15,000 companies, exactly 900 people, 900 companies will come up. Which is what you did, ma'am, OGPA scale, overall grade point average, which is what you used to grade us on. And we said it's going to be just 10% of the crowd that will be present out of 15,000 companies. How does that sound? Yeah? How does it sound? So can I have the mic? My teacher is here. Oh my God, what am I doing? Why am I talking? I should only take opinion from her. Ma'am, what is your, Indra ma'am, what's your take on whatever we are trying to do? Give me some water.
What is the question?
The question is, what's your take on what we are trying to do, or what I'm trying to do?
You are trying to create an environment in which the country improves better.
I just love you.
And the organizations become more effective. Your videos are all about the nation. It's a much larger vision than just doing topic-wise.
But then the money is made by those 2 people who are inviting free.
The money doesn't go because they invite free. They leave a bad taste in the mouth, finally.
I hope so. I hope so my product becomes...
I haven't gone there at all. They invited me free. I didn't go.
I love you, ma'am. I really love you. All right. So that's what we do. To wrap up, I want you to know, Asif, is somebody collecting the sheets, you and Alok, from each table? What we're going to do with this research is, please hand over the sheets to them. You take away the topic also, Asif. Get up. Come on, guys. Hurry up. We don't have so much time. We will make points out of this and we will circulate to you. Does it sound good? Anybody is interested in getting these notes? Put your hands up. How many of you want it? Only 20 of you want it? Okay, we'll send it to you. If you don't want it, delete it. Is that a better idea? Yeah? We'll send it to you. Don't want it, you delete it. So, ladies and gentlemen, these triggers came out of many of you who suggested that the basics, going back to future is going back to the basics. Going back to the future is touching or scratching the surface of what needs to be done, self-motivation, self-development, self-evolution. Nothing can be bigger and greater than that. For those of you who watched the series called Alexander, the Making of God on Netflix, and you remember, for those of you who watched the series called Alexander, Making of the God, I have something to tell you, and this is what it says. Alexander was not born because of his father and mother, but he was born because Alexander had to conquer. And when Alexander decided to conquer, he did not conquer just like that. He had the courage and the grit to stand up and say that I will fight the world and make this world a different place. Alexander is not called Alexander the Great, but Alexander is called Alexander because he knew at every stage his strategy was more important than the operations that he ever conducted. War is not a battle for superiority. War is a battle because people like to fight by their instincts. And in an era where Alexander was conquering the world, that was an era which realized that if there was no war, there would be no world. The evolution of the world took place only because Alexander existed. And if that is not understood by the world, Alexander will still remain a supreme power because that supremacy will lead him to where he is. It is Alexander the Great. The series ends. Woo. Yeah, I mean, it takes me a lot of emotion to put it. And I just love that series. I love it so much. I'm currently working on a Lifebuoy ad, which I will premiere in a little while. Somebody said my videos, ma'am, you said my videos. But here's an ad which has transformed everything. And, Saurabh is time till 5:30. Dheeraj Bhaiya is with me. I want to present it in his honor. So once I'm going to tell Alok and Asif to allow me 4 minutes to present that ad. But I thank you immensely, ladies and gentlemen. I hope someday I can perform Alexander for an hour for you, because I do that sometimes when some hotels decide to host me for supper dinner or, for a supper theater. I'm happy to do that. They pay me pittance, but it's in the blood. God bless you. Thank you.